Learn English through stories.
The Flower Shop Adventure. Once upon a sunny day, a little girl named Emily and her mom decided to visit the colorful flower shop in their town. They loved flowers, and the shop was like a magical garden filled with blooms of all shapes and colors. As they stepped into the flower shop, a sweet, flowery fragrance filled the air. Emily's eyes sparkled with delight as she saw rows of beautiful flowers in pots, vases, and bouquets. The flower shop owner, Mrs. Green, welcomed them with a warm smile. "Hello, Emily and Mom." Mrs. Green greeted them. "What brings you to my flower shop today?" "We just wanted to see all the pretty flowers," Emily replied, looking around in amazement. Mrs. Green walked over to a section of the shop where there were bright and cheerful daisies. "Would you like to learn about daisies, Emily?" Emily nodded with excitement, and Mrs. Green began to tell her all about the daisies. Daisies are simple and lovely flowers. They have white petals and a bright yellow center. People often give them to friends to say, "You make me happy." Emily listened closely, her eyes fixed on the daisies. "I want to give some daisies to my friend Sarah. She makes me happy," she said. Mrs. Green smiled and said, "That's a wonderful idea, Emily. Let's pick out some daisies for Sarah." She helped Emily select a lovely bouquet of daisies and wrapped them in colorful paper. Next, Emily and her mom explored the shop further. They found roses in shades of red, pink, and even yellow. "Roses are the flowers of love," Mrs. Green explained. "People give them to say, 'I care about you a lot.'" Emily thought about her grandma, who lived far away. "I want to send roses to Grandma to tell her I love her," she said. Mrs. Green helped Emily choose a dozen beautiful red roses and carefully arranged them in a pretty vase. As they walked around the flower shop, Emily discovered lilies, tulips, and sunflowers, each with its own story and meaning. She learned that lilies symbolize purity and innocence, tulips represent new beginnings, and sunflowers stand for happiness and sunshine. After their delightful tour of the flower shop, Emily and her mom left with a colorful bouquet of daisies for Sarah, a vase of red roses for Grandma, and a heart full of joy. At home, Emily carefully placed the flowers in vases. She knew that they weren't just beautiful, they carried special messages and feelings to her loved ones. She couldn't wait to share the bouquets and their stories. Emily visited Sarah and handed her the bouquet of daisies. "These are for you because you make me happy, just like daisies," she told her friend. Sarah's eyes lit up with happiness. "Thank you, Emily. You make me happy too." A few days later, Emily's mom helped her send the vase of red roses to Grandma. Emily attached a little note that said, "I love you, Grandma." She knew that the roses would bring a smile to her grandmother's face, even from far away. The flower shop had not only beautiful blooms, but also beautiful stories. Emily had discovered that flowers were more than just pretty. They were a way to express feelings, share love, and make others happy. From that day on, Emily and her mom often visited the flower shop, exploring new flowers and their meanings. It became a special place where they learned, shared, and celebrated the beauty of life through the language of flowers. As Emily continued to visit the flower shop, she discovered new and interesting flowers. One day, she noticed a vase of orchids. "What are these, Mrs. Green?" she asked, her curiosity piqued. Mrs. Green's eyes twinkled as she began to explain. "Orchids are exotic and elegant flowers. They symbolize love, luxury, and beauty. People often give them to show appreciation." Emily was fascinated by the orchid's intricate shapes and vibrant colors. She decided to get a potted orchid to place in her room as a symbol of appreciation for her mom. She knew her mom did so much for her and wanted to express her gratitude. A few weeks later, Emily's mom noticed the lovely orchid in her daughter's room. She was touched by the gesture and gave Emily a warm hug, feeling appreciated and loved. The flower shop wasn't just a place to buy flowers, it was a place of learning and love. It connected people through the beauty and meaning of flowers, allowing them to express their feelings in the most colorful and heartfelt way. One day, as Emily and her mom visited the shop, they discovered a new section filled with succulent plants. Mrs. Green explained that succulents were easy to care for and represented strength and endurance. They decided to get a few to decorate their windowsill. The shop continued to be a place of wonder and discovery, where each visit brought something new to learn and share. Emily's knowledge of flowers grew, but so did her appreciation for the people she loved and the special occasions that made every bouquet meaningful. Emily's mom cherished the moments spent with her daughter at the flower shop. It was a place where they not only found flowers but also found joy, love, and the language of the heart. And so, the little flower shop in their town became a place of love, warmth, and blooming friendships, where the magic of flowers connected hearts and spread happiness. The end. Vocabulary words. Bouquet, a bunch of flowers, often arranged in an artistic way. Fragrance, a pleasant, sweet smell, such as the scent of flowers. Owner, the person who possesses and runs a business. Daisies, simple, white flowers with a yellow center. Symbolize, to represent or stand for something. Cheerful, happy and full of joy. Innocence, the state of being pure and free from guilt. Expressions, ways of showing or conveying feelings. Curiosity, a strong desire to learn and know more about something. Exotic, unusual, foreign, or from a distant place. Elegant, stylish and graceful in appearance or manner. Appreciation, recognizing and valuing something or someone. Endurance, the ability to withstand difficulty or adversity.